What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about Spider-Man 2. And I've kind of already had a bit of this conversation on last week's podcast, episode 31, where me and Jan talk about Spider-Man 2, among other things. We talked for a good 25, 30 minutes or so on Spider-Man 2 as a whole, about gameplay, story, beats, different characters, the overall quality of the game, and much more. And I'll probably link that at the top of this video, so definitely go check that one out. So really, I'm making this video really just to continue this conversation because, after doing the show, I've taken the week, and I know it's only been like 2 days since the show. My days have been running together, man. I'm telling you. But I've taken some time to really think about the show and the conversational Spider-Man 2, and I want to give a little bit more of my thoughts on it because I know it can come off sounding a bit ignorant and come off sounding a bit, I don't know, like you might take what I say and be like, huh, he makes some good points. It might be also looking at me like, dude, how are you not excited for Spider-Man 2? And that's really what the title of this video is. And I'm sure I titled it The Hype Behind Spider-Man 2, or I'm not really hyped about Spider-Man 2, something like that. Um, and before you click off the video, I hope you just kind of stick around and see what I have to say because I'm not really dissing the game. Let me just say that. Listen, I'm not hating on the game. Matter of fact, I've said it on the show. I think this game is going to be, obviously, this game is going to be stellar. I think this game is going to be well made. I think it's going to be well optimized. It's going to be running 60 FPS, and that's a big thing nowadays with a lot of new games coming out. I mean, I'm really excited for Starfield, and it's 30 FPS on Xbox Series X. So, 60 FPS is kind of hard to come by as of late. So, the game's gonna be real optimized. The gameplay is gonna be top notch. The voice acting is gonna be good. The story, I don't know. I thought the story in the first Spider-Man game was pretty good. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was like my favorite Spider-Man story, but it was decent. It was good. So I expect the same, if not a little bit more, a little less in this one. I don't know. Like I really try to, and I probably got some gameplay here up on the screen from the most recent Spider-Man showcase. But I'm really having a hard time really getting hype for this game, and I don't really know what it is. And something that Jan had mentioned in the podcast was that a lot of people overhype things, and when there's a lot of hype around something, sometimes that can be a bit. Um, it kind of keeps you away, right? It kind of pushes you away, like someone who's not as hyped about it. It makes you definitely not as hype when you have people overhyping the shit out of a game because we know it's going to be good. We know Insomniac Games, we know their track record when it comes to Ratchet and Clank, when it comes to Spider-Man. We all know they make damn near perfect games as far as quality, optimization, and things of that nature. I'm not sitting here saying that Spider-Man PS4 is the best game of all time or anything like that, but it is very, very memorable. Even though it plays it a bit safe, everything it does really, really well. And you know that Spider-Man 2 is going to come fresh off the heels of Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it's going to deliver a promising game. But I don't know. One of the things I keep saying to Jan is I feel like I've been there, done that, and that sounds disrespectful. And it's like you're probably watching this video, and you're like, well, Dylan. I mean, it's a Spider-Man game. It's based in New York City. The first game was in New York City. Like I can already hear the criticism, not really criticism, but just like, when you think about it, like think about your favorite games, right? Think about Red Dead Redemption, right? I'm playing through Red Dead 2 right now, waiting for Starfield, and look, that game is very, very similar to the first game. So been there, done that is kind of irrelevant, right? If I sit here and say that, I can say that about pretty much every game that has a sequel, but I don't know. I'm looking at the gameplay, and I'm seeing what this game has to offer, and there's a lot of fun things that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing Kraven the Hunter. I think he's one of those villains that doesn't get near as much limelight in today's mainstream. There's a lot of people don't even know who Kraven is, and Kraven's such a cool villain. It'd be a very interesting story to tell there. It's a bunch of different ways you can take the story. So I am really, really excited to see what they do with Kraven. There's Venom, right? We've seen Venom a lot, whether it be the Sam Raimi trilogy. We've seen, obviously, Venom in comics and video games, things like that. We know we're getting out of Venom. I'm sure Venom will be fine, but it doesn't excite me, man. And I don't, again, do I have a real reason why I'm not excited? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. But, like, for me, like, as cool as Venom is, it doesn't sell the game for me. Matter of fact, I think Venom is one of the most overused Spider-Man villains in Spider-Man's like entire tenure. Like all these villains, and we get Venom. And Venom is a very interesting character. Obviously, if he's done right, it's very, very interesting, very, very captivating with the story and the symbiote's relationship to Peter Parker, and why Peter Parker is an awesome, awesome fit for the symbiote until he runs into Eddie Brock shortly after. Is usually how the story goes. Or sometimes he'll run into Eddie Brock and then go to Spider-Man, then go back to Eddie. And that's always really, really fun. And I know in this game they're going to have a little bit of a twist. It's not going to be Eddie Brock where the symbiote latches onto. It's going to be someone completely different. I already know who it is. They spoiled it in the trailer. Spoiler alert, potentially. It's Harry Osborn. So it's not really a huge reveal to me. So that's not exciting anymore to me because I already know who villain is. I already know who the villain is. I already know who the host is to the symbiote. It's Harry Osborn. They hinted at that in the first game, and they cemented that in the newest trailer. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I think Harry and Venom say the exact same line in the trailer, and it's like, okay, so you just pretty much just told me who the host to the symbiote is. But yeah, I think the game definitely is going to be quality. I mean, again, you look at Insomnia games, you look at the track record, and these guys are not slowing down. They're releasing games very, very frequent, but not in a way that's worrisome. They're releasing quality games with every release. I mean, this isn't Ubisoft. This isn't Ubisoft. This isn't Activision. They are really trying to give you quality games with every release, and so for that you got to trust them. I don't know, man. Like I think I'm at a point. I'm kind of tired of seeing Spider-Man, in my opinion. I think that's where I'm at with it. I like other superheroes. Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I think most people would say Spider-Man is one of their favorites. He's not my favorite, but he is one of my favorites. Now, yes, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is probably my favorite superhero, but I wouldn't say Spider-Man as a whole is my favorite, but he is up there. But I think I'm about ready for other heroes. I'm ready for the Wolverine game. I'm ready. I mean, for all of them, give me a Thor-based game. Give me a really good Thor game. Like it'd be a lot like God of War Ragnarok, but I'll take it. Give me a Thor-like game, right, where I have Mjolnir and I can go from go to different realms and things. I guess that is kind of like God of War, but you know what I mean. With the character of Thor, I think that'd be cool. Have an Iron Man game, a single-player Iron, which I think we're supposed to be getting that. It's probably gonna be shit because it's not Insomniac making the game. I hope I meet my words on that, but I don't know, man. I just think I'm about ready for another hero, man. I love Spider-Man. I love everything that he embodies. I love Peter Parker. I love Miles Morales. But I don't know. Spider-Man 2 just doesn't have me hyped. Now, let me also say, and then I'll tie this video on up, because really I'm just probably rambling here. I will say this. I've already bought a physical edition. I've already bought the controller, the exclusive Spider-Man 2 PS5 controller. And I'm going to buy the game digitally so I can play it at midnight. Because where I'm at, when you order games offline, man, it takes like a day or so to get to my freaking house, and I ain't trying to wait. So I'll buy it. So they've already got my money. You know what I mean? I'm going to buy it because I know what Insomniac's capable of, and I know that they produce quality. But I don't know. I'm just not as hyped about it. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. I know there's a lot of people hyped for this game, but I think I'm more hyped for the other stuff coming out, man. I'm hyped for Starfield. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm excited for Alone in the Dark. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
I'm probably not as excited, but I am excited to play these games. I don't know, something about Spider-Man, dude. It's just, I don't know. Alan Wake 2 is another one. There's just a lot more games for me personally that I'm more excited about than Spider-Man 2. So just let me know your thoughts down below. You can tell me I'm stupid. That's fine. I just really want to come on camera and really talk about it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you looking forward to Spider-Man 2? And yeah, let me say we'll see you in the next one. Stay dead, my friends.